Welcome to the Minecraft Education Edition landing page. You have logged in with your district username and password. Your district username is your full district email, and the password is the same one you use for ClassLink and Wi-Fi access and about 7 other applications. On this landing page, you can see that you have an avatar, which we call a paper doll in Minecraft world. We're not going to cover how to change what this one looks like. Just tap on the hanger. These 4 large buttons are the first thing you see, and you know you're logged in properly. In the lower right hand corner is the version number of Minecraft Education Edition. This is 1.14.50. It's important to know your version number in the future if you are collaborating with another Minecraft Education Edition user. Switch accounts will work if you have another Minecraft Education Edition account. Most people will only use their district account though. Switch accounts does not mean that a student or teacher can enter a traditional Minecraft application from here. Minecraft and Minecraft Education Edition are 2 very different softwares. This right here is settings. Those are personal settings, settings in which whatever changes you make, whatever special decisions you make will affect all the worlds that you touch. We're going to come back to this in just a minute. The Hour of Code button might change in the future, so just know that this is a current world that's been created as a fun place to go and play around, but it's probably not the first place you want to go. And then Play is where most people will drop in as soon as they open up Minecraft Education Edition. They'll drop into Play and find a world that they've either been working on or they would like to work on. But first, let's go into Settings. When Settings opens, there's a column on the left with a scroll bar, and this right here is determined by what section is chosen on the left. If I tap on keyboard and mouse, and by the way, I'm not going to talk about everything in here, but keyboard and mouse is a place you really don't want to make many edits unless you absolutely have to. For example, if somebody is left-handed, they might want to come in here and modify a couple of things, how to use the buttons on their mouse, etc. But I don't recommend changing anything here unless it's urgent, because you want to share the same vocabulary with other users. So if a teacher says right click, everyone should know what right click means, and it shouldn't be an exception for just one student unless it's absolutely imperative. Controller, that's just to point out that students can use game controllers instead of using a mouse or keyboard, or even touch screen. And of course, touch refers to the controls and what they do on a touch screen environment like on a Chromebook or an iPad. Scrolling down though, the first thing I would modify, and I modify almost every single time I introduce this to somebody, go into video. Tap on video, and then as you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a few things. But what I want you to notice is right here, underneath Change Screen Safe Area, there's a short list, and right here there's something that says View Bobbing, and the default has this View Bobbing turned on. To the right, that item is turned on. To the left, it's turned off. So View Bobbing by default is turned on. Bobbing refers to the slight movement all the characters in every world do. They have a little wiggle, and that little wiggle has been known to cause a little motion sickness in people who have been using Minecraft. And so I always just turn it off. There's no reason for the bobbing. It doesn't do anything for me. And I don't want to know that I'm going to become nauseous at any point. I never have, but I've also never had a training in which somebody did not have some sort of reaction to that. All right, so that is changed. I don't need to tap a save button or anything. I'm going to go over here to the left and tap on audio. This is the second thing I recommend people change immediately. The default is to have these all the way to 100. I always recommend that people modify these, at least reduce the level, but really I go all the way to 0. I don't need the sounds on, I don't need the music on. And if you're going to be in a room with several devices working on Minecraft at any point, then you're going to agree that turning the music and sound down to almost nothing or nothing is a great idea. I think parents will probably appreciate that you recommend this to your students as well. So there's that. Then the only other thing I want to point out at this point is right down here at the very bottom, how to play is a great place to pop in for a reminder how to do something. Let's say, for example, you learned about the camera. Next time you come to a class and you don't remember some details about the camera, you can just tap on that and it'll remind you. They're not robust directions, but they're great reminders. So that how to play is found here in the initial settings button on the landing page. It's also found in another place I'll show you in a bit. So that's all I want to show you in settings. I'm going to go up to the upper left, and to get out of settings, I'm going to tap the little arrow.